Good Friday morning. Thanks for joining us here on the Valley today. Look at our Luther Family Forward Skycam shows conditions are improving in Fargo, but I've just peeked outside. A lot of standing water that is piling up in the gutters, also into parking lots and on in roadways as well. So keep that in mind as you're heading out. There may be some flooded roadways or some flooded areas that have seen all this rainfall that we just got all at once for us on this Friday morning. Notice the tree there in the foreground not moving nearly as much as it was, so the wind has really come down here in Fargo as well. But now that wind is moving out toward the Holly area where Brian Sherrod is. That's where we're seeing that active weather, a lot of lightning there across our Minnesota neighborhoods. We'll take a closer look in here and we'll see that there are still a line of severe storms basically from Watertown, South Dakota up to Grand Forks. So it's a very large area of severe storms. This warning does go until 6:15. It's now 6:12. So this one will be expiring here in about 3 minutes for the Grand Forks area. I don't expect any more severe weather for Grand Forks. This rain coming in will just be heavy, which of course is much needed rainfall, even though we did just get a whole bunch of it there in Grand Forks earlier this morning. Now, there's Lakes Country, Detroit Lakes. This is heading right towards you, right down Highway 10 with some wind. Wind likely increasing as we speak, but there could also be some hail in that system in Detroit Lakes, as well as that heavy rainfall moving into town as well. Pelican Rapids, that's affecting you right now with that heavy rainfall. Could be some small hail there in Pelican Rapids, along with that wind right now intense in Pelican Rapids. Then in Fergus Falls, same story as Pelican Rapids, where that is at its most intense as we speak. Conditions in Barnesville will be improving. Conditions in Breckenridge will be improving. Same for Wyndmere. Just some rainfall expected behind the main intense part of the front of this line of severe storms. Then down toward Elbow Lake. Right now, that's affecting you right now. Lots of lightning, lots of wind. So make sure if you are still out ahead of this, you still have some time in areas like Battle Lake and even Detroit Lakes to secure loose items that are outdoors and to prepare, of course, your property and prepare yourself for a severe storm as it's making its way now into Lakes Country here at this time. Our friends in Wheaton, our friends in Sisseton, conditions that in both of those spots will be improving soon as well. So we have got a few reports of hail. One of them was from Argusville. I got a viewer photo of golf ball sized hail in the Argusville area. And then we're also seeing a lot of wind reports. I'm going to take a closer look at some of these wind reports that were more on the intense side. Near Lisbon, a wind gust of 72 miles per hour. Then up in the Cooperstown and Laverne areas, these are the highest I've seen so far. Of course, I need to go through all of these, but 81 miles per hour, that wind gust in Cooperstown, and 83 miles per hour, that wind gust there in the Laverne area. So that's where we saw a lot of the strongest winds, and that's also where we saw some of the most intense radar returns of some potential for those damaging winds. And then, of course, there's your Grand Forks Airport, reported 63 miles per hour when that system moved right on into Grand Forks. Of course, we got a beautiful look at that shelf cloud. It was beautiful up until that wind hit, and of course, that wind upwards of 63 miles per hour. Here's that tower cam time. That's actually of that shelf cloud moving into Grand Forks. A beautiful look here. But I will play this for you, and as that system moved in, wow, you can see the wind really pick up, and that rain reduced those visibilities when it moved in. So here's the hour by hour. Notice as we head through this morning, conditions will be improving. I do expect this to start to weaken as it moves into Minnesota, which is good news for those folks there in Beltrami County. And then after that, we may still see a few spotty lingering showers or storms, mainly in Minnesota, but high pressure moves in. Highs today in the 70s and 80s. So Jordan, Lisa, some drier air moving in, high pressure moving in, and this afternoon will feel much better than it has for the past couple days.
Okay, some nice relief. Thank you, Nathan.
Let's see how people are now responding to our question of the morning on Facebook.